And welcome to another episode of Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C, and with me, as always, my good friend Dave. Dave, how you doing today?
I'm excited, man. Ready to rock and roll this great show that we have. Let's get another good episode.
Another great episode. There was some questions about last week's episode, Dave, that people have been asking me because of the smash or pass. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but a lot of people are saying things that I thought they might say, Dave. They're questioning your sexuality a little bit, but I defend you. I do defend you, so you know. But I go, yeah, I don't understand it either. I think he might be a little gay too. No. So there's word on the street, Dave. I don't know if you've heard it in Jersey yet, but in Arizona is some word on the street.
Pick a different name group, and maybe we'll talk.
All right, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what we can do next time.
Do like Lisa's,
okay.
or you know,
Lauren's,
Amy's or something. Lauren, somebody.
Okay, I'll see what we can do. But thank you everybody for hanging out with us. If you haven't seen the show, basically what it is, me and Dave, we talk like we just did. We have a conversation, and you're here with us, having a conversation with us, kind of almost, but you're not here yet, but you can be here. And how do you get here? Well, you send questions in. You can send questions to us at shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. You send those questions in. My good friend Dave gets those questions. And then what happens is during the show, he asks me the questions live. I've never seen them before. And I got to come up with answers right off the top of the dome, have some fun with it, and run with it. We also do fun segments. Today's segment is 911 calls. 911 what? Mm-hmm. Dave has a bunch of 911 calls that just seem out of the norm or a little crazy. So we're going to go through some of that in that segment. We also have where did it come from? And I think that the one that I'm going to do today, a lot of people have heard of. So it's not the one Dave wants yet. Dave wants one. And I know he wants let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get to that one soon. I promise you. But not today. Not today.
You're going to do this like the topics, like, do you want to talk about? I make you wait a few episodes.
I make you wait a couple episodes just to get you, just to tease you, Dave. I keep you coming back, Dave. I keep you coming back. And if you get the chance, please subscribe to the show. Tell your friends to subscribe to the show. If you have subscribed to the show already, well, thank you for subscribing to the show. How many times can you say subscribing to the show, Dave?
As many as you want, but that might get a little boring.
It might get a little boring, so just subscribe now and you don't have to hear me say it anymore. Also, hit the like button, ring the bell for notifications so you know when we're coming back, when we're going live. We drop a new episode every hump day. Every Wednesday we drop one early in the morning. We pre-record. We do live shows, though, also. So if you have that notification set, you'll know when it comes on. And if you check us out on our social medias, where is our social media, Dave? It's right over here. You can check us out on all our social medias. We'll let you know when we're going live on there also. We also go back and forth, put different things up. And one of the things I wanted to put up this week, Dave, but I didn't get the opportunity to because I'm just a slacker and my time schedule is terrible lately.
We do have lives we got to live outside this.
I do have lives outside of this that I have to live. And part of that is my youngest son, who sang our 100th episode intro for us. Thank you again, Nico. I appreciate it. He had a band concert this week or this past weekend. And it was his first time where he was first chair in trumpets. Now, do you know what that means?
Not really, no.
That means he's the best of the best in the group of trumpets.
Oh, nice.
He's at first chair. And not only that, but it was in honor band. So he had to get selected to go to this band. And then he was on top of that as a freshman. So he's in a high school honor band.
Damn.
Played first chair. And had a couple of solos at the concert.
Nice.
Very proud moment for Papa Bear. Very
soccer
proud
star
moment.
and a musician. Look at that.
Soccer and music. He's all over the place, baby. And he's got good grades. Usually.
Occasionally
it slips for the most part. honor roll student. So,
yeah. Hey, can't complain.
Nope, scholarship.
Woohoo!
We hope. Also, if you get the opportunity, not only the social medias, but getting back to this, Dave, I'm gonna get some merchandise for Dave. He's gonna start wearing it on the show. I don't know if I have colored shirts for the merchandise, but we have merchandise for the show. If you
we
go
need
to
a Hawaiian shirt, man.
That's right. Go to tpublic.com. I gotta make one. That's what I gotta do. I gotta get one. We go to tpublic.com. We have a bunch of different logos and shirts, sweatshirts, a whole bunch of different things. You can get mugs and pillows and baseball stuff, and you get a lot of different things. A lot of my family has purchased them, so thank you, family. Now, if the rest of you can do it, that would be awesome too. And on top of that, if you send in your pictures, which I gotta take, I took some pictures of my father actually.
Wearing the merchandise?
Florida. We went bowling, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're a big bowler, you know.
Welcome to my world. Yes.
How big of a bowler I am. But as his wife come up, I look and I say hello at first, and then it dawns on me. I go, oh, he's wearing Bad to the Bone. Him and his shirts with the skeletons and everything else. T-shirt. I gotta pull up the picture. And if you guys get some merchandise and you send us some pictures, we'll put it up. Title it though in the subject, merch.
Mm-hmm.
Photo, and then we'll put you up on the show. We'll put you up on some social medias. But Pop, if you're listening, I'm sorry I haven't done it yet. I'm working on it. I get good. All right. Anything special on your end, Dave, or should we jump right into the shooting range?
Nah, let's shoot right to the shooting range.
Go right to the shooting range. All right.
So you could leave it like this for a minute. The first question I posted on Facebook. Well, this is not a regular question. This is my question to you. I just thought of it now as we started to record because you didn't post it. You didn't respond to my Facebook post because I tagged you in it. Did you see that for the final season of The Boys, they pulled in the rest of the guys from Supernatural for this?
I literally saw that maybe 5 minutes before I actually got on here with you while I was scarfing something down in my mouth eating real quick before we got to do this. I did see that, and I was like, at first I was like, are they bringing Supernatural back?
You might as well.
I was like, I was getting excited for that, and to be honest, I was getting excited even though I've never seen the whole freaking show. I never watched Supernatural. I did. My wife, my daughter did, and I saw a lot of episodes because of what I was doing. I was around the area, whatever. Right. But I never saw it like back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
But it was a great show from what I saw. I just never had the time to sit down and watch 20,000 episodes.
Yeah, dude, because that was, there was like 13, 14 seasons, like 26 episodes each or whatever. So it's
it was like 26, 30 episodes per season, and it was 13, 15, 18, 14, I don't even know how many seasons away. It never ended. And then all of a sudden it did. And then The Boys came on, and now they're coming back in The Boys.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, all right. It's a good way to I guess, get eyes to the show and stuff, man, because... Like, we already watch it, but I'm excited for it now.
Right. And last year we did the whole the live shows. Live after shows. Yeah. But here's my question to you. What do you think they're going to do? Because the character that Dean's character or whoever, he plays Soldier Boy. Right. So do you think they're going to come back and have Soldier Boy have a fellow partner and it's going to be the two of them again? Or do you think there's going to be, like, they're going to make them go against each other because they never really got to do that on TV?
I don't know, because he went around and he killed, spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Boys, but didn't he go around and killed all the people that was in his group at that time?
Correct. So is there going to be another SWAT that came out from prior to that, maybe? Or do you think that they're going to have it where they're going against each other since they've never done that? I think that would be better, to be honest.
That's the only angle I can think of, is that they would have them go, after each other, and he's in the car. He's in the main car that they got from Supernatural going after him with it. So
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
And then Misha flies down or something. He falls off a building and flies down. Come on, that would be awesome.
Yeah. So we got time for that to come out, but I'm excited. I'm
excited about that too. I saw that. Buzz. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, okay, that's definitely a spin that I didn't see coming.
No, not at all. But, because they had the two guys. you know, obviously. And then you're like, oh, you know, whatever, it's cool, they're reunited. Right. But now they're pulling the whole fucking squad in.
They got 4 of the main characters coming back in.
Yep.
It's crazy.
All right, let's get to the questions.
All right.
First question, let's start with this one. Have you ever been on a date that went so wrong you had to make a dramatic escape? If so, what happened?
Oh, have I ever been on a date that went so wrong? I don't think that I was ever on one that went so wrong that I had to do that. I've been on a couple dates where we're like, all right, this obviously isn't going anywhere, like whatever. But usually, for the most part, if I ended up taking somebody out, it was because there was already some chemistry, and we kicked it off or we did whatever, and it was fun.
Yeah, but just because you have chemistry in that initial, you know, meeting doesn't mean that when you're on a date you're going to click either, though. You know,
there was one girl. Where was she? We used to go to Fridays a lot, a lot, and they have since closed at Fridays. Yeah. Ever since we left, Dave, they lost a lot of money.
They shut that our old hangout. They shut it down.
Yeah, they shut it down. They just recently shut it down.
Oh, that's messed up. Go ahead.
So there was a what did they call it when the greeter or whatever it is? I can't think of the name of the greeter person.
I know you're talking
whatever her name is, not her name, but the hostess. Yes, the hostess. Yeah. Thank you. So there was a hostess there that was really cute. And every time I walked in, I would flirt with her and then go to the bar and hang out and have my night, and we'd catch eyes, but I'd do what I did and flirt with everybody at the bar and hang out and have a good time. And I always was like, hey, we should go out. Hey, we should go. And it always was just like in passing, we should go out, because you never know when she might say yes. And one time she did. And then we went out. And we went to a bar. I was like, okay, I'll pick you up. We'll go to a bar. She goes, okay.
You didn't go to Fridays, did you?
We didn't go to Fridays. No. We didn't go to Fridays. We went to a different bar. But we went to the bar. And back then, I used to smoke. And, I mean, obviously, she knew that. Because at that time, I think you had to walk outside to smoke. Or, or I was inside smoking. Either one of the two. But And she goes, oh, I don't like smoke. Okay. And then she was like, I don't drink a lot either. I'm not a big drinker. I'm like, well, what'd you agree to come to the bar for then? Like, I'm confused now. We could have went out to dinner. We could have done something else. If I said, hey, you want to go to the bar? And you said, no, I don't drink a lot or smoke or anything like that. I'd rather do something else. I would have came up with anything.
Take her to Chuck E. Cheese.
And some older, I'm not even going to make the joke. And I was like, well, this is weird. Why? So that ended up going nowhere because it was just like awkward. But it wasn't a disaster. Right. Like I still saw her, I still said hello and stuff, but I didn't be like, hey, you want to hang out? I was like, okay, we tried. It didn't work, whatever.
Right.
But not dramatic where I had to make an escape.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've had dates where I thought went well, and then there was nothing after that. You know what I mean? It was like I got ghosted afterwards. I'm like, I guess that didn't go as good as I thought it went.
I was really seeing this in a different light. I don't know what happened here.
Like, in my eyes, it was going good, but she's thinking I got a dip, so she wanted to dip.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
Yeah, no, I don't think anything happened like that. Really, that like, you know, there's been a couple here and there, but nothing crazy that I can remember.
Well, you were a professional dater, man. You know,
I was a good dater. I was good, Dave. Come on,
Hunter. Let's go, you Hunter.
Listen, I used to have a piece of paper that had all these odd dates on it because everybody could do regular dates and stuff like that. And at one point, I started making a list of like horseback riding and archery and like just come up with all these random, strange things that I would do for dates that would be out of the norm. This way, if I wanted to actually make it memorable with somebody, I'd go to the list and go, okay, what am I doing today? I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna make this. Boom. My first date with my wife.
Really? She was on.
No.
You had to pull a list.
No, but this is what we did. We went to the city. I lived in Jersey at the time. I picked her up. We went to the city, and I took it to the Met Museum.
Okay.
With all of the artwork and everything else. A beautiful gala, lots of paintings, lots of beautiful pictures and everything else. I forgot the day before I was chopping a tree down in my mother's yard.
Oh no.
And in the trunk I had axes and hatchets and sledgehammers, all this stuff. And I pull up because I drove there. I pulled up, and then they check your car for bombs and everything else. They got the mirrors, they got the dogs, and they go, open your trunk. I go, okay. And I hit the button. I go, oh hey, shit. Guys, listen, I just realized before you open the trunk and get like weirded out, I was at my mother's house. You can see there's wood on the access point. You can see like I was chopping trees down. They let us in. I was shocked.
Wow, they're like, this guy's this guy's gonna do something later after the
artwork, right? So I was like, great first impression, first date, but yeah, I took her there, and then we went horseback riding, and yeah, it was nice.
She stuck with you, even though you were not contemplating murder. Oh boy! All right, here we go. Next one. Have you ever found yourself having a mini fashion show in a fitting room?
No, I've never had a mini fashion show. I mean, I've tried on a shirt or a pair of pants before and see how it looks in the mirror.
Come on, you never went and had like 5-6 different items there, and then have your wife stand there and watch you in and out changing them. And
I don't think so. I used to, Dave, back in the day. When I used to be in the sorority, D Phi E, I was the unicorn. Oh my God. For D Phi E, I would go shopping with the girls to figure out what I was like the straight gay friend.
So you would watch them have the fashion show.
They would have the fashion show. I go, this would look good on your chest, and this would look good on your ass. This would be a good outfit for you. And for whatever reason, they would try it on and show me. And they were like, what do you think? I go, I was right. It looks great on your chest.
So in a 6th Degree to Kevin Bacon kind of way, you were a part of a fashion show. I was a part
of the fashion show, but I wasn't the one myself in the fashion show.
I'm surprised because usually you want like a second opinion, like what styles you like to wear or whatever. But usually if you're gonna go buy some, like if you're going on vacation, you buy some new shit. You go, hey, get a second opinion from your.
Normally, I'm good on my like when I'm buying stuff. I'm usually good. I know what looks good or fits right. Mm-hmm. Usually, my wife buys me a whole bunch of stuff also though on occasion. So it's not like I have to try stuff on. Every once in a while, I get a shirt with a new saying on it, and it's like, okay. She got me one. No, I told her I can't wear this in public. She says, "Can I interest you in the Italian sausage with an arrow pointing down?" I go, "Where am I supposed to wear this? Like, I can't wear this to soccer fields and stuff." Like, hey kids, how is everybody?
I dare you. All right, let's have some fun with this one. If every time a tennis player hits the ball, they had to shout something ridiculous, what would be the funniest thing to shout on a serve?
Oh my God, on a serve? Booyah shaka!
Oh my God.
I don't know. What's the funniest thing?
There's one video I saw on TikTok. It was like 2-on-2, doubles tennis. Okay. And they were mic'd, so it must have been some kind of like charity event or whatever. But the girl who hit the ball was like, oh, so the guy did it too when it came back. He's like, oh, so they were both cracking up laughing, because they were making fun of each other with the way they did that. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would come up with some weird noise or like I said, like booyah shaka or here it comes, something stupid. But I never understood.
I don't play tennis, obviously, so I never understood. I used to watch tennis back in the day when life was simpler. Just the majors, and then you hear the guys grunting, or the girls, and you were like, why? Why did they make these noises?
Because since you haven't played, let me explain.
Oh, okay.
It's similar to when you do karate.
Mm-hmm.
Kya!
Right.
It gives you that little bit of energy, that exhale and oomph when you're hitting. It gives you that little bit more power.
I'm going to try that when I'm bowling. Yeah!
There you go. Do it. I say do it.
People are going to be looking at People, what's wrong with Dave today?
I don't know, but his ball's moving down the lane a lot faster.
Leave him alone. He's shooting good.
Right? He's going for another 300.
Oh, crap. All right, bud. That's it.
Let's go for the 911s. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
911. What's your emergency?
I'll see misdemeanor site.
10-4,
All right. So these are 911 calls that They're not the serious kinds. They're the ones that the dispatchers may have to deal with stuff that, and they shake their heads and go, "Why are you calling me?"
Okay.
So got a few. Let's see which one, how many you want to go through. But first one's called the out of control pet hamster. I'm pretty sure we didn't go over this one.
Okay.
One 911 call came in with a panicked voice saying that their hamster was attacking them. Apparently, the hamster was not returning to its cage, and the caller was overwhelmed by its escape attempt. The dispatcher told him to contact animal control.
What the fuck is the matter with these people? It's a hamster.
I know.
The dude's this big.
Yeah, tiny. Yeah.
Get a cardboard box, put it over top of him, and he's done.
If you can find, well, obviously this is attacking him, but like if it retreats, you're not finding it. It's so goddamn small. You know, I used to have hamsters. They escaped. All right, they're done. You're gonna find them dead one time.
But how did? I mean, are they attacking how? Like when you reach down, do they try and bite you? Okay, well then figure out some other way to grab them. Salad time their ass. I don't know.
They're sitting on the couch watching TV. All of a sudden, the hamster comes jumping at him.
Out of here. I'm not saying throw it against the wall, but a slight toss somewhere might work.
Yeah, yeah. Morbid story. I had a hamster commit suicide one time. You know, the little water bottle that they, you know, get their daily liquids from. I woke up one morning.
Do you mean they drink from them, Dave?
Yeah, they drink. They gotta stay hydrated. But this guy was like, "Nah, I'm gonna go kill myself." I woke up. The dude was hanging from. Somehow he wedged his head between.
No.
Yeah, the bracket of the water bottle and the actual nozzle of it, and my dude was just hanging there, and I'm like, okay.
So what I'm getting from today's episode, Dave, is the date you've had ghosted you.
Yep, the hamster left.
The hamster hung itself.
He's like, fuck.
Note to self.
Everybody wants to. Yeah, everybody wants to leave me.
Wow.
Okay. All right, this next one, the locked-in bathroom. This one, a caller, a caller once dialed 911 because they were locked in the bathroom and couldn't get out. The dispatcher asked if they had a way to unlock the door. The caller replied, "I don't know. I've been trying to kick it down for 20 minutes." The dispatcher calmly suggested try using the door handle instead. It doesn't go into detail if the guy actually got out, but
the dude was high as a kite. That guy was on something.
Yeah, but if you're trying to kick the door down for 20 minutes, I mean, I would think that you would have some kind of power to...
Listen, first and foremost, Dave, you're believing that he was doing it for 20 minutes because he said he was doing it for 20 minutes. You're taking the reference of a guy who's locked in the door in a bathroom.
I can't get out.
I can't get out. Oh, shit.
You know where this can happen? You ever get locked in a stall where the fucking button won't, and you have to slide underneath the stall?
No.
That's never happened.
No, but again, I don't go in stalls a lot.
That could happen.
You had to slide on the floor of a bathroom to get out.
Sometimes, one time, yeah.
Oh my God, that's disgusting.
What are you going to do? Sit there and be embarrassed and say, hey.
Me personally, I would probably climb over.
Yeah, well... You're more athletic than me. Okay. Me, I'm like, I'm going to stay grounded and go under.
But the ground is where all the shit piss ends up if they miss.
Right, but I'm not licking the floor. I'm just sliding.
You're sliding on it. That's nasty. You nasty son of a bitch. Holy crap, Dave.
So, I don't know. Just make sure the latches work before you go anywhere.
I've never, like I said, I don't go into a lot of stalls, but I've never had that happen to me.
It can happen.
I believe you.
All right, next one. The ghostly intruder. Woman called 911 claiming there was an intruder in her house. When the dispatcher asked for a description, she said, "It's a ghost, and it's scaring me." She went on to explain that she heard strange noises and felt like somebody was watching her. After some questioning, the dispatcher suggested she contact a ghost hunting team instead.
Ghost hunting? What are you going to call? Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters.
These people, I mean, again... I got to imagine these people are on something. I have to imagine it because these are just outrageous.
Yeah.
A ghost is watching me.
Right.
Do you see it? No, it's a ghost.
No,
how do you know it's watching you? I can feel it.
Yeah, they're those people
the
call
medium?
them? Mediums. Yeah, they can sense them or whatever. Get the hell out of here.
I can sense shit. told you the stories of the ghosts and stuff like that, have I not?
I believe you have. You told me a couple of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a couple times where I felt some shit. And
yeah.
What was it called? The Spy House in Jersey, over in Monmouth County. I can't remember what town it was in. Mm-hmm. But it used to be off the water where a lot of Civil War warriors or soldiers would be there for getting better and stuff, and they ended up dying in there. And they say there's a lot of spirits in there. Mm-hmm. And me, my sister, my friend Vinny, and his girlfriend, we went in there, and I'm telling you, I could sense them to the point where we were in like the back room, and I'm like, dude, something. I feel weird. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh, so and so just came in through the door by the back by those gentlemen over there, and I'm like, they got this place mic'd. Like somebody heard it, and like, yeah. So I'm like, all right. So me and my buddy were like, next time. We gave each other like the look, like, okay, next time I give you the signal, you know what it is. And then all of a sudden I gave him the signal nonchalantly, like, and they were like, oh, so and so just came in again, and so then he's like, dude, you got this. Like, what are you doing? We don't need these people. Let's go on our own tour. And we started touring the place. And they say if a ghost touches you, you feel a cold spot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, so my sister's like, I think this ghost just pinched my butt. I'm like, what? But there was so much more to the story and everything else. And my sister said that I was possessed for a couple days and everything. I'm like, okay, wow. I don't know about all that. But
save that for Halloween. We'll get it. We'll get that in October. Yeah. Wow. All right. One more. The locked out of the car with a chicken. A man called 911 because he locked himself out of his car while his pet chicken was still inside. In a frantic tone, he explained he couldn't get back into the car and feared for the chicken's well-being. The dispatcher calmly told him to call roadside assistance as 911 couldn't help him with his situation.
Yeah, it's not gonna be deep fried, but you might have some chicken cutlets later on.
Hey, at least this guy's doing the right thing. We got people out there, doing dumb things.
Leaving their kids in the cars.
Leaving the kids, their pets, and all that. This guy's like, I want my chicken.
Yeah. Well, the price of eggs nowadays, you'd want your chicken too.
Hell yeah, that chicken's worth a lot of money.
That's right. That's crazy. All right. You ready for Where Did It Come From?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. So,
what do we got this week?
Speaking of eggs and prices and everything else, would you say that eggs cost an arm and a leg?
Sure. Yeah.
Have you heard the saying? Cost an arm and a leg?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea why something would cost an arm and a leg?
I have no idea, because I wouldn't think that people would use an arm and a leg as currency, but,
I never did either, and that's why I was curious about it. So I looked into it for you, Dave, and for all of our viewers. So, it cost an arm and a leg comes from the 18th century.
18th century, okay.
And it comes from artists.
Artists?
Artists.
Okay.
In a painting, if you wanted a painting done, it would cost you a certain amount of money to do your face, your torso. But if you wanted limbs, it cost more. What? So if you wanted extra limbs, that's why a lot of sculptures that you see didn't have arms, they didn't have legs, or anything else. Mm-hmm. Because limbs with painting and sculptures and artwork cost more. It costs an arm and a leg.
Wow.
And that's why it costs an arm and a leg.
Wow. Can you imagine if they tried to pull that shit now? I mean, we get right to the close now.
With all the shenanigans they pull now, that's the least of the shit.
Yeah, this is true. I realized that as I said it, but that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how I had to pay for the premium on what was it, Peacock to watch the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
But they make you pay for everything. But back in the day, with artists, with sculptures and paintings and stuff like that, limbs were extra. So it cost you an arm and a leg.
How much are we talking for an arm?
What about if we just go to the elbow? Can I get? I'm doing pretty well. This blacksmith thing's really going in pretty good. So I'd really like at least one arm. Can I get one arm to my forearm? How about to the forearm? How much is that going to cost you?
Can you imagine the negotiations back there? Hand and a finger. How much does that cost too? Jesus Christ.
I get you your arm, and I get you your leg, but I'm not doing your hands and your feet. That's where I draw the line.
That's where I draw the line.
What does it cost you? It cost me a hand and a foot.
Oh, boy.
Crazy.
All right. Learn something new every day.
That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Real quick, do you want to touch on... Oh, here's what I want to touch on. Before we go away, before we leave the show, I came up with an idea, and I wanted to ask you, because... I swear to you, I'm not a stoner. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I drink occasionally, but I don't even drink a lot. But this thought came to me.
Oh, boy.
And I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how if you go from one country to another country or one city to another city, like out here, people know I'm from New York or New Jersey or anything else because of my accent.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to other countries, you know their accents. When they come to you, you know their accents and everything else. Do you think animals have accents?
I don't know. You were just overseas. Did you hear a dog?
They bark the same. I knew you'd go with the dog. But to me, it sounded the same. But do you think, like, I was thinking about this the other day, and I was just curious. Do you think a dog barking from Europe might have an accent that a dog from America be like, that's not from here?
Well, here's... supposedly, the government is finding extra money, so maybe they could use that extra money to do the research to find out if they're, get a cat from France and a cat from America and see if they meow different. Meow.
Meow. I was just curious. It just came to my mind the other day, and I was like, that's a weird thing to think about, but I was like, I wonder, like, even if they get picked up and go to a zoo, and all of a sudden they're in a zoo in another country or something like that.
Yeah, the one cat meows at him, the American cat goes, "Fuck you say to me?"
Right, exactly. Meow you.
That I have no idea. You would think it would be a universal language amongst those animals, but could there, because they're raised there, it could have a different accent.
Right.
So, yeah. It's
How
possible.
cool is that thought?
It is possible.
Now, for all of you who are stoned and thinking about it, enjoy.
Right. I'm not saying I agree with it, but there is a possibility, yes.
There is a possibility. You never know. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. Thanks for spending some time with us. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. Like I said earlier, please subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. I want to build this up. I know that Dave and I are excited about doing this, and we want to continue doing this. And I want more subscribers. I want to talk to more people. I want more people to come in and talk to us. So please send in your comments. Let us know what's going on in your lives, and we'll let you know what's going on in ours. And check out TeePublic. Grab some merch. Take some pics. Let's see what you look like in our merch, or sleeping with us, or laying down on a pillow, drinking out of our mugs, whatever you want to do. And then on top of all that, Dave, what else? We got collabs coming.
We got collabs. I want to do a live show in March.
Yep, live show coming up. We got some collabs coming up. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, so we're excited about that as well. Mm-hmm. So stay on the socials. Keep listening. Keep following. Keep hitting the like button. We love having you guys. And send in your questions to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com so you can find out what Donnie C really thinks about shooting straight with you. Catch you guys later.
Don't fade in yet, buddy. Peace, everybody.
All right, let's do it now.
There you go.
I've got one. How about the pigeons in Brooklyn? Did you ever hear a pigeon in Brooklyn? They go like this. That's a Brooklyn pigeon. See you guys later.